Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reasoning Wizard. And my name is Shilpa. And today we are going to solve 11 plus maths free worksheet. And then in today's class, we are going to see five questions on basically area and perimeter. So let's just start with it. So I'm sharing my screen with you all. Give me 1 second. Here we go. So here you can clearly see that we have five questions in this worksheet. So let's just start with the very first question. So here we can clearly see the first question. Let me zoom in. So it says John uses a piece of string to measure the perimeter of shapes. It fits exactly around a rectangle 10 centimeters by 8 centimeters. And then he fits it exactly around the square. Now we need to find out how long is one side of the square. So basically what here he actually did, he actually create a rectangle and he basically measure its length and breadth by 10 and 8. Okay. And he uses a piece of string to measure the perimeter of that shape. So it means all we have to first calculate is the perimeter of rectangle. So if I do the same thing over here only, so what would be the perimeter of rectangle? Well, everyone knows that we have the formula for perimeter of rectangle, which is 2 times length plus breadth, right? So now all we have to do is just to substitute the values. So we can see this is the given length and this is the given breadth, right? So we can just do 10 plus 8, correct? Which would be 18. And then you have to do 18 times 2. So when you will do 18 times 2, everyone know that 8 twos are 16, 2 ones are 2 plus 1, 3. So we got the answer as 36 centimeters. Now let's read the other part of the question. He then fits exactly around a square. Means he created a square and then he used the same piece of string, right? And that piece of string is actually covered the whole square. So can you imagine that if we have a rectangle here like this, okay, and he uses a piece of string to cover it, okay, something like this, and he has like another square and he fits the same string around it and which fits it perfectly, which means the string size did not change, right? It's basically same. If the string size is same because it perfects both the shape perfectly, that means the perimeter of both the shapes are same, right? Because what is perimeter? It's the boundary, total boundary, which means the total boundary of both the shapes are same. So what I can do, I have to calculate the side of the square. Well, for that, I already know one thing, that perimeter of rectangle will be equal to perimeter of square, correct? And we know the reason here, right? So now perimeter of rectangle is 36 and perimeter of square formula is nothing but 4 times side, right? So now what do we have to do? We just need to divide 36 by 4 because that's how it works, right? If 4 is in the multiplication, when you shift it, it will get opposite. So from multiply, it will go in division. Now 36 divided by 4 is nothing but 9 centimeter. And that's the side of the square. Pretty simple, isn't it? So our answer is 9 centimeter, right? Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. For the next question says, Mrs. Penali wants to cut out a cross from a square piece of material which has sides of length 7 centimeter, which means the given square side is basically 7 centimeter. And the width of each arm of the cross is 1 centimeter, which means this part is 1 centimeter each. Okay. This part is 1 centimeter each. Now we need to find out that what is the area of material that will be wasted once the cross has been cut out. It means when you will remove the cross out of it, how much area will be get wasted. So it means the shaded region area we need to calculate, right? It's look tough, but actually it's not. It's pretty simple. Imagine that from the whole square, right? From the whole square area, if I'll just pick this cross out, I'll be left with the remaining spaces which I have shaded, right? So we will eventually get this. Means you have to get the area of square, remove the area of the cross out of it, you will get the remaining area. So let's do the same thing. First, I will calculate the area of a square. Now, what is the area of square? Side times side, right? Everyone knows this formula, side times side. So here the side is given to us, which is 7. So we will do 7 times 7, which is 49. So that will be 49 square centimeters, correct? Now let's find out the cross area. So you can see that cross is basically looking like two rectangles, right? One is this, okay? And another one is this. Correct? And this one I will take this first rectangle. I'm already covering this space, right? So it means I do not need to cover this space in this one in the second rectangle again. But as we can't like solve it like half half, so what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna find out this rectangle's area, which is what? This is one. This whole side is seven because the square side is seven, right? So the area of first rectangle when I will get that would be nothing but 1 times 7, which is length times breadth, right? So that's 7 square centimeter. Same you have to do with this rectangle, right? Which I have shaded. So I can name it as like, if this is 1, this is 2, okay? So area of second rectangle. And that would be 1 times 7 again. Why? Because this side is given to us 1 centimeter and this is again 7 centimeters, correct? So 1 times 7 is 7 again. Now, like I mentioned, that the area, this area, the middle one, is covered by both of the rectangles two times, right? This. And this looking like a square to us, isn't it? It is basically a square. And we know that this is 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter. We covered it two times, so we have to remove the one part out of it, right? Because we only needed it one time, right? But we covered two times. So now you know that the area of square which has 1 centimeter as its sides, it's nothing but one only because one times one is one, right? So area of this third figure, if I'll mention it 3, it's basically third square or I can write like third figure, right? So that would be 1 times 1, which is nothing but 1 square centimeter. Now all we have to do is we have to add all these together, which means this rectangle, and from it we have to remove this extra square. So for that, what I will do here, I'll do it here. Okay. So for what I will do, I will, so the cross area, the area of the whole cross would be 7 plus 7 minus this one. So 7 plus 7 is 14, right? And 14 minus 1 is 13. So it means my area of cross is 13 square centimeters. And now what are we going to do? Everyone knows. From the whole square, we need to remove this area, which we have got 13. So I will remove that. Now to get out the area of wasted part, we will do what? Area of square minus area of cross, correct? And when I do so, I will get like 49. 49 minus 13, it's nothing but 36 square centimeters. So you can clearly see this option will be the correct answer. So I hope this part is clear to everybody. As simple as that, right? Okay. Now let me just erase all this thing and let's go to the next bit. Okay. Now for the next question, it's very simple. You just need to calculate the area of the given shape. Now, the given shape is made up of a square as well as the trapezium. So, this shaded part is basically the trapezium, and the another shaded part is basically a square. So, if everyone knows the area of trapezium, it's good. And if no, then I'm telling you over here. So, you can just listen to me, right? So, area of trapezium is nothing but half into height times the sum of parallel sides. Okay, parallel sides. Now, here what I'm going to do, half height is nothing but 5. You can clearly see in the picture, right? It's 5. And then sum of parallel sides. Parallel sides are this one and this one. So this is 14 centimeter. And now you must be wondering, ma'am, then what is this one? Well, you can clearly see here the measurement is given. This is the side of square as well. So this is going to be 8 centimeter. 8 centimeter here, 8 centimeter here. So I'm going to add 14 plus 8. Now, when you do 14 plus 8, you will get 11. Sorry, 12. My bad. One second. 14 plus 8, sorry, not 12. I'm doing 8 plus 4, which is 12. So it's 22, right? So in 2's table, 22 comes at 11. So we will do 5 times 11, which is nothing but 55 square centimeter. But I'm only done with the area of trapezium till now. Now I need to calculate the area of square as well. So here I'm calculating area of square. Not the square, sorry, rectangle. Area of rectangle, right? So what is area of rectangle here? It's 11, which is length times breadth. So 11 times 8, which is 88. And now to get the total area of the given shape, the total area would be nothing, will be equal to area of trapezium plus area of rectangle. Okay. So now it would be equal to 55 plus 88. And when you will do that, what you will get? 143 square centimeter. So that's how you will get the answer. So see, this option is the correct C option. I hope the part is clear. And again, I'm mentioning that it's rectangle. By mistake, I said it square. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Now let's move on to the next question. Here we have the next question. Here it says a rectangle has two sides of length 11 centimeter. The area of rectangle is given to us. We need to calculate the perimeter. Well, for that, see, the area is given. So area of rectangle is length times breadth, and it is already given to us, which is 176 centimeter, right? Now the length is already given to you, which is what? So length is given to us 11, and we need to first calculate its breadth. Now to calculate it, I will do 176 divided by 11, right? And when I do so, I'll get my answer as 16 centimeter. Now you have the length, which is given in the question. You calculated the breadth, right? With the help of area. Now you can easily calculate the perimeter. And perimeter formula is nothing but 2 times L plus B. So what is our length? Our length is basically 11 and our breadth is basically 16. Correct? So that would be equal to 27, right? And 27 times 2 is nothing but 54. So that's your answer, 54 centimeter. Very simple, right? Now let's move on to the last question of our worksheet. So here we can clearly see here is a rectangle given to us whose length is 10 centimeter and breadth is 4 centimeter. And the 12-sided shape below, which means this one, is made up of 4 of these rectangles. Now we need to calculate the perimeter of the shape. Well, when we are doing this, we know that this side is going to be 4 centimeters. See, this side is 4. We know that, correct? You can clearly see that this is going to be the 10. What about this side? How do we calculate this? Well, very easy. See, this is 4, so this is going to be the 4. If this is 4 and this whole thing is 10, so 10 minus 4 will be remaining space, which will be 6, correct? So this will going to be 6 centimeters. This is 4. Same thing here. If this is 10, this part is 4. So again, this other part is going to be 6. Now this is 10. This is 4. Same applied here, 6 centimeters. This is 10. This is 4. Same applied here, 6 centimeters. Now, the perimeter of the shape you can calculate because perimeter also says the sum of all sides, right? So if I try to do in that way, so you can just add all the sides and you'll get the perimeter. But there is an easy way also. As you can see, we just need to add all the sides together. So let's see how many tens do we have here, right? One second. This is also there. So let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4. As we have 4 tens, which means 4 times 10, so it's 40, correct? Then let's see how many 6 do we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 times 4 is 24, right? And we have 4. So 4 we have also like 4 times 1, 2, 3, and then 4, right? And 4 fours are is 16. Now when you will add this, you will get the answer as 80 centimeter. So that's your perimeter of the shape. So I think this part is clear to everybody, isn't it? Right? So all the questions you guys can clearly see are very easy, correct? So now just give me a second. So here we go. So as you can clearly see that we have solved few questions on area and perimeter in today's class. And I hope everyone understood this really well because the concept is actually very easy, right? So now basically we are going to cover the complete syllabus and have weekly test based on the topics completed. And here, if you want one-on-one class with me, right? So just please WhatsApp on the number given on the pamphlet. And I think that's it from my side. So thank you very much.